Alright, it's now time for us to finish this, and it's not going to be easy. This is the trickiest thing in this particular quest is are these camps, avoiding pulling too many, and the patrollers. Because without the patrollers, of course, I think it would be a pretty straightforward quest, but the patrollers make it a little bit more challenging. And of course, they're goblins. And they run away. But of course, found a page from Whispers in the Dark. Alright. Good. With that one down, 7 more pages to go. Is that my first page? Well, that's all the 0 of 8, 1 of 8. Yeah, that was my first page. Now, see if I can get many more. I need to collect 24 pages in all. And how the pages work, you get 4 pages for each set of 8 are found in the Misties and Forcal. The other 4 for each one are found in Eregion and Angmar. Now we're not going to be going to Forcal in this playthrough. We will be going to Angmar briefly, but not too long. And we will be spending some time in Eregion. Well, it's impossible to get to Moria without going through Eregion, so of course. Actually, maybe we won't go to... Let's face it, Angmar's so out of the way. It probably depends on what level I am when I finish. When I finish this zone, on what I'll do after that. And that's the main reason for wanting to go to Angmar, is to get a couple of levels afterwards. Because I don't really want to go to Eregion at level 46. Now I know that many players, including myself, well, most of my characters do go to Moria for the first book and do that at level 45. I am not doing that in this playthrough. Because I'm trying to go more like where quests seem to lead you type, so that'll help to decide my actual place to go. And no quest naturally leads you to Moria until you're around level 50. So I am going to play it that way. I know it's too bad when you consider how awful my satchel is. Because I'll actually get a decent satchel when I do that. I won't have to worry about the trash that I'm checking for in the auction house. Annoying. There is annoying ability. There's a goblin somewhere that has it. Okay, I have not yet seen a burrowing goblin, but I'm sure that there will be one someday, because I can't see how you can have any annoying trait that a goblin, without a goblin having it at least once. Let's see. I still need 3 more wargs. Alright. Well, I don't need any more goblins. I'm sure I'm going to run into many more. And if a goblin doesn't have the annoying trait, it's the wargs that do, considering that the wargs have that cripple ability. But goblins have their own slows, but cripple is probably the most annoying of all the slows that exist in the game. It lasts a long time, it slows you a great deal. And if you don't have a way to get rid of wounds, you are pretty much stuck. Oh, here's Gersmat right here. See, and we have these stupid roots from the goblins. Yes. Forgot about this. Forgot that dour hand that's with him. Oh no. No, 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 no! That's the worst time to have zapped something. Okay. And all these things that... Oh boy, he is an... Well, he's a boss goblin. Of course he's annoying. We know the goblins are by definition annoying. Oh no, I don't want to have to do this all over again. Now, that'd be the most annoying thing of all if I had to do it again. Alright, so he's with the dour hands. So that's our... I really should pick up some food here. Someplace, and... I get some food from my... one of my other characters so that I can survive better in a fight like that. Alright, that's 7 wargs. I need just one more warg. Is that the only one that... Oh, and putting out the sign, but that's going to be for later. So I just need one more warg. And I can get out of here. Now, of course, tricky thing is getting back to Goin's camp after this. And actually, I want to get to High Crag. Alright, that's the wargs I need. So I got the choice of either going all the way back down. Well, let's see, is there a faster way down here? It's very often you can get down faster than you go up. Maybe with a cracked ankle or two as a result, but... Let's see... Can I survive that drop? I could probably do it here because it's a little bit of a... Only 17 seconds. How nice. And which way did I want to go? Okay, falling injuries can also be annoying, but, well, I did jump off of a cliff, so at least I only have myself to blame for that one. And I do it again! Yes, isn't that really smart? So let us turn in these quests as soon as I find a way to thread my way through these. Alright, and back down. And we get the high crag. And we, of course, a goblin. Well, he's going to probably try to stun me in a moment, so I thought preemptive strike. Alright, very well. What's this? Speed Disposed. Warg Slayer, Worm Slayer. Everything you could think of Slayer. And think, I went through that with that Greater Resolve. 234 extra morale on that. If I didn't have that up, I would have been torn to shreds at least 2 times, maybe 3 times during the course of that last run. So I guess I can't say that that was a completely useless... Oh well, that bear's gonna unhorse me probably. You know, he doesn't unhorse me. How about that? Well... So, you think he's going to... Alright, he actually decides to stay and fight. Right! Now, let's see what we have here.
What do you want?
I'm glad that you're so successful in your hunt. Wargs are dangerous prey, and you have slain many, so I get another cloak. How's this cloak compare to the previous one? More armor, more fate, more morale, more wearing it.
At your service.
Perfect!
And your families.
Perfect! This should do it! Now all the ingots are accounted for, and Heike Gold Watcher will be happy to know that we have recovered the treasure mentioned in the records. Yes, according to these records, we got everything needed. Uh-oh. What's this?
Come and stay a moment, friend.
How could I miss this? There was a second page to the records. It describes a second strong box. Heike is not the kind dwarf you would want to cross, because he'll remember it. He'll write it down in one of his books and never let you forget how you let him down. If I don't get that second strong box, it wouldn't be surprised me if someone found his records 400 years from now and thought badly of Lara Sharpshard, son of Thrally. So, we've got to find it. Let me look for this paper and tell you where it should be. The dwarf keep among the high crags to the south. It's the keep guards Gobsable, and it's full of those good-for-nothing dour hands. You might want to take the furthest route to the high crag. So in other words, second strong box will be up with the dour hands. So that would be my next section to explore. And let's see, these are all level 42, 42, 40, so I'm about to hit 42, so I guess that's Peril of the Misty Mountain, Compassion 3, alright. Then, what do we need next? We have the Epic still to turn in, and we need to talk to Gloin. So let us talk to Gloin, and he will be, of course,
Well met.
at Gloin's camp. Where else would he be? I know, he's just outside the Goblin town, as demonstrated in Sithrit's video. And I'm sure we'll find that out later also. But at this particular level, in the early 40s, this is what we're going to say. What? Dourhand dwarves with the goblins? Oh yes, it's all coming together now. While you were away, one of my scouts reported something interesting. You see, the task given to me by King Dain was to track down the Dourhand's last refuge. The scout seems to have found it, and there were a large number of Dourhands around the old dwarf fortress of Goblins. You see, everything is pointing to Goblins now. But that wasn't what he found. As the scout watched from High Ridge, two figures rode out from the fortress. One was a dwarf, the other a cloaked figure. At first, I didn't know what he was seeing, but when all the Dourhands stopped what they were doing and cheered, they knew the dwarf could be none other than one person, Skorgrim. Now, with what you've told me, the other figure with him must have been the Ringwraith. It would seem our two tasks are but one. So, let's see what we have here. Medium armor, two-handed, sword, 7. In other words, take the most expensive one.
Come and stay a moment, friend.
And and we need to go to the next area. If we can but enter this fortress, we will end two problems with one fell stroke. By ending the threat of the rider, we can ensure Rivendell's safety, and by putting an end to Skorgrim, we can crush the Dourhands. However, it won't be easy, as the scout reported that the two entered the inner keep of the fortress. The keep is nearly impregnable. This is what you must do, Pinestone. Every dwarf fortress has a secret entrance, and although I do not know the secret of Goblins, I know how to learn it. When the cornerstone for Goblins was laid down, a copy of the fortress's plans would have been stored within. Around the cornerstone the fortress was built, and can now only be accessed by entering Goblins' vault. Once you have the plans, we'll be able to learn the fortress's secret entrance. Goblins can be found in the more westerly of the two passes at the gate entrance of Erebor. The easternmost pass, Rockus Bizarre, is not guarded by dwarves and may give you a roundabout means of approaching the keep. The easternmost pass is not guarded by dwarves. The easternmost pass is guarded by giants, you nincompoop. Alright, never mind. Okay, well, I will get the cornerstone regardless. And no, I'm not going to hunt for buried treasure. Now, with that taken care of, everything now leads to Goblins, except for, of course,
Well met.
this Rivendell quest. So we might as well take care of this finally. And then all our quest. Oh. Especially since that's my lowest level quest right now. Alright, he gives all the rest. He gives the other two are 42. And the epic quest is 43. So that's all nice and perfect. And we'll get around here. And we'll talk to... Oh, yes, I know. We want to talk to Deros, who is in Elrond's library. So we'll return, well, we'll be back in a moment when we reach Elrond's library. Right, we are back in Elrond's library, and let's see what Deros has to say.
How can I be of service?
While you are away, I was able to partially reassemble the vase. It is a thing of beauty, even incomplete. I wonder at its maker, and the circumstances that brought it to lie abandoned in pieces beneath the snow of the mountains. I see you have brought some jagged fragments back with you. I will see if any of them belong to this vase, all right?
Might you spare a moment of your time?
We have been very fortunate, Pinestone, for some of those fragments were indeed once part of the vase. I have repaired it as best I can, and the beauty it once had has returned in some measure. I have another task for you. There are tables throughout Rivendell on which pieces of art and history are sometimes placed for contemplation. Bring this vase to a table near Glorengir. If she recognizes as being the sum of the fragments you earlier uncovered for her, I shall agree to further her instruction as a scholar and give her leave to study some of the more valuable artifacts kept here at Imladris. If she does not recognize the vase, she will have received my final lesson. Place this vase on the table, observe her reactions, and then return to me, and we will speak further. Very well. So here we have a little lesson. And we will cut to the table. This table looks close enough. In fact, she's standing right next to it. Hey, can't I wait to hear what Master Delrose has to say? Well, alright. What do you think about that? And wait, we'll put this down here. That's an interesting vase. Is this from Lord Elrond's collection? Well, I'll say that she did not recognize it based on what she just said there. Anyway, this is the vase. So, she didn't recognize the vase is the result of that. So therefore, we will go back and tell our friend the news. Hopefully we'll be finished up with this running. And
How can I be of service?
it does not surprise me that Glorfindel failed to recognize the vase, even though she had some part in restoring it. I thank you for your assistance, and I hope that the lesson of Glorfindel may stay with you. Be not so eager to advance that you fail to experience the moment, in life and in all things. And that's, I guess, the reason why I occasionally stop my XP from going up higher, is for that reason. Alright, now we do have a rune stone that I can get. 34 plus 24 will. Good power regeneration, more power. Oh. It has more damage output than my current one, but less will, so I think I'll keep the one I currently have. The rune shard is more fate. I think I'll keep that one. And this vitality will, well, I guess I don't like any of them. 6, 9, and so we'll just take that and finish it off. And that concludes today's. We will resume our next episode back at the High Pass, where we will head out towards the Dourhan Stronghold. But that'll be in our next episode of Pineleaf Plays, the Rune-keeper.